Shalom. All right, so the spirit is like the wind and goes and blows to and fro. But I was thinking about something. I was actually meditating and just thinking about all the stages of life, right, to where we at right now, even my own life. And it's always a wise thing to meditate within the spirit, to meditate on a kingdom, to know that we're in a temporary place. It's like if you was traveling from Texas to New York, and maybe you stop at Kansas City, right? That's not your destination. It's just a stop. And that's how we look at it, that's how we should look at this place, Babylon, America. Is not our rest. That's why it's so miserable in many aspects, because it's not our rest. It's not our kingdom. This ain't our sanctuary. So we got a better existence coming, and we can already see it. It's like it's already done played out. We just going through the motions. So I was thinking about something earlier, and I put this in the AI, because sometimes we can use the technology to explain things better than we can. So I was thinking about critical thinking, and it's actually flowing back into the spirit. The whole thing, when you caught up in the spirit, you thinking, you trying to put puzzle pieces together. You're trying to figure things out, right? Great thinkers, right, is what really runs um, the world to a certain degree. But they, these, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So really, the would be considered, the noble thinkers, what I'm saying, great thinkers, is like um they have to submit to wickedness, what I'm saying? Because this system is totally wicked in so many different ways that you can't really comprehend. But great thinkers, right? That's what the spirit was like telling me to explain this to you. So let's go right here. It says critical thinking. Why is this so important? It says critical thinking is important because it enables individuals to make informed decisions by analyzing information objectively. So that's the reason why people can't run a smuck on us on the scriptures, because we analyzing, we looking at this, we looking at that, we're cross-referencing, right? So the people of the world don't have that ability, right? It says considering multiple perspectives. Listen to what I'm saying on this. It says considering multiple perspectives. That's wise. Salakia. 1 second. Sorry about that. All right. It says in evaluating evidence. So that's why we, when you go on to try to learn more about the scriptures and the truth, you're doing a detailed investigation. When you go into the word study, it says study to show yourself approved, right? So you have to put the work in. You have to do tedious work sometimes. You have to go into geography. You have to know a little bit about everything. And that's going to make you a smarter person. And I can contest to this. I know brothers can contest to this as well. When we came into the truth, our intelligence went on to another level, right? It jumped up, to another level, because the Spirit of the Lord is in the midst of this, and the Spirit of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, is now with ignorance and folly. And that's what Jake don't like, because that's what Jake wants to be at. That's a comfortable space for them, to be ignorant and to be into folly, which is foolishness. It says leading to better problem solving. It says effective communication and a deeper understanding of a complex situations. It says across various aspects of life. That's heavy. It says including personal and professional spheres. So, personal and the spiritual sphere, you know, flowing through the spirit, understanding like how to put one and one together. If a scripture says a certain thing and you cross-reference it, you precept it, that gives you the understanding. Like I went into that Revelation chapter 12. But a stupid ninja, they won't be able to process it that way because they're on a slow bus. It says, check this out. This, that's why I'm always thinking about stuff. And sometimes it's kind of like When you constantly thinking, sometimes you can overanalyze things, right? But it's a powerful trait to have, to be a thinker. It says improve decision making. So a lot of these jails, prisons filled with jakes that didn't use wisdom. When you go back to wisdom, one of the definitions or one of the words is common sense. So, they in jail or they in the cemetery because of a bad decision, right? So it says improve decision making. So we don't make those kind of stupid folly decisions that we used to make. We look before we leap. We analyze situations now, right? It says by carefully evaluating information and considering different angles. You gotta look at things from different angles, 360. You gotta use balance, weigh it out. It says critical thinking allows for more logical and well-reasoned decisions. You can't make this kind of stuff up. So when you critical think, you can actually start to understand the scriptures and what he's saying a lot better, because you're not just going off what you've been taught, indoctrinated to believe. Let's keep going. The second one, it says problem solving skills. So I know brothers, can attest to this. When you came into the truth, your problem solving skills went to another level as well. So you're able to use wisdom and almost like a judge, right? In these wicked courts, these demonic courts, it's like you have to, almost, I'm just saying you have to judge matters, but you have to judge matters righteously. And sometimes you have to, sometimes it's going to even cut your own self. Sometimes the judgment is to call your own self out, right? It says critical thinking encourages creative approaches to problem solving by analyzing issues from various perspectives and generating innovative solutions. That's heavy. Check this out. It says bias identification. It says critical thinkers can recognize and challenge personal biases to ensure fair and objective analysis of information. There you go. So this is applied to many different ways, but I'm applying this in the spiritual sense, dealing with the understanding of the scriptures. Why do Jake start going off? Why do Jake bug out? Why do a lot of our women still subscribe to Christianity? Because they're not really thinking it through. They're just going off what they've been indoctrinated to believe. So to come into this understanding, it's a blessing, because now we can start to use the attributes the Lord gave us and utilize them to make wise decisions, as King Solomon did, which that was Yahweh's shine of reincarnation. If you can receive that, right here, it's a big one right here, because look, self-reflection. Because at the end of the day, I reflect on my decision making, the things that I've done, and the things that I continue to do, right? And we have to do self-reflection to make sure that the decisions that we're making is, is to the glory of the Lord, and we're going to go off, we're going to make mistakes. So don't beat yourself down so hard. But yeah, self-reflection is a necessary thing to do in the truth. Why is it so important? It says self-reflection. Critical thinking allows individuals to examine their own beliefs and assumptions, leading to personal growth and development. So we have, myself, I have saw so much personal growth and development. I don't know, you brothers can attest to that as well. So you're moving with a purpose now. You're moving with wisdom. You're the carrier of wisdom, and just say you got a backpack and you got wisdom. I'm just saying, metaphorically speaking, wisdom is in that backpack, right? It goes everywhere with you. So that's how you got to utilize it to make decisions, to go here, not to go there, right? To get clarity into the scriptures, to know this is the truth. So that's why, brothers continue to do lessons and teach, because we know this is the truth. It's just simple as that. Because, before I came into the full understanding, the Lord had me study different religions. And I saw all the folly in them and the idolatry, and it just didn't make sense. This the only thing that made sense because this is the ultimate truth. Nothing else in this world gonna make sense to you. Well, it can make sense to you, but it ain't the truth. But this the only thing that's gonna give you fulfillment, nourishment, feed the spirit, and this is the truth, 100% of the truth. Now, just because a person don't understand the truth, don't mean it ain't the truth. That's another thing. Because Jake, they are very opinionated people. They think just because they disagree, that's gonna, like the scripture say, what if some didn't believe? Do they disbelief make the truth, not valid? I'm just paraphrasing. No, just because they don't believe. A lot of people can not believe a lot of stuff, but it's gonna happen. You can believe that if you don't pay your bills, right, you're gonna manifest so-called money. But when the bills due, and they get the eviction notice come and the lights get cut off, you're gonna know that's real. But our women play a lot of games with that manifest stuff, because they all bugged out in the mind. Most of them, a lot of them are just under the influence of their own mind and Babylon, and they've drunk the wine. That's why their mind is not operating correctly. They ain't wrapped too tight. The elevator ain't going all the way up. They're on the slow bus. And we see that through different genres of our people. One bug out to the next bug out, one extremity to the next extremity. And that's why, why we see the unstableness of our people, because we seeing what they say, what they do, what they think. It's all folly. This is the only way out. And I'm glad the Lord made it this way. He made it dummy proof for the elect. So if you have the elect, you can't mess this up. It's impossible. Because you understand it's no other way. This it. We boxed in. Let me go here. And another main reason why people don't get it, because they don't want to get it. They're not interested. Just don't excite them. The truth to them is boring. And if it ain't no folly going on, no cookout, no loud music, that party type atmosphere, Jake don't got no interest. And they're going to show you why they got to be put down. Proverbs 1:22. It says, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? So this is the nature of our people, being simple-minded. Everything's a joke. Everything's a prank. Everything's a TikTok challenge with our people. Straight folly. It says, and scorners delight in their scorning. So you got these scorners, which would be like a scoffer, right? They come up and, start running their mouth and these comment boards. They don't understand what they really getting themselves into. It says, and fools hate knowledge. So that's a fool hate knowledge. A fool won't sit down and take it really anything serious. They want to be entertained. A lot of Jakes watch these videos for entertainment. I'm just telling you what it is because I've studied this. I saw other brothers that did very in-depth lessons going into First Maccabees, going into Second Ezra, going into deep prophecy, and you have a few views. But he started talking about the woman, right? Any video talking about the Jake woman, you see the hits and you see the difference on them. And we get it, a lot of Jakes catching hell with these women, so they're more interested in those kind of videos. But no, you get your priorities all wrong. Now, sometimes we're going to watch those videos because it's just how degenerate and bad our women is right now. Most of them, you just marvel at it. But why are you not putting that same energy and effort towards going into prophecy, understanding the historical points? That's going to give you more understanding, so you won't be stumbling and fumbling up everywhere over the scriptures. All right, that's all I have for this lesson. Hopefully this was edifying. Call Allah, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Racha, Kodash. Shalom.